All right. I guess this is the first ever Boss Babes call, and you guys are in luck because we get to do this more than just tonight. We're going to actually be Zooming twice a week. We're going to have calls available twice a week for everyone to plug into. But I guess really the heart behind Boss Babes is just to get to expose you to something that we love and do it in a really fun and kind of simple way. I know when Danny and Joy and I started coaching, things were very different then, and if we had access to the tools that you all have now, especially in this format, I can only imagine like how much further we would be ahead in our own businesses. So it's like a really exciting time for you guys to get involved in. We want to teach you what we know, and we want to make sure that we can kind of come alongside you and your goals and make it as simple as possible. Right? Like success doesn't necessarily mean it's easy, that there isn't work involved, but it is very simple. So we're going to teach you the simple steps to what we do, and we're kind of going to explain what to expect over the coming weeks of the Boss Babes boot camp. So Joy, do you want to start off with that?
Actually, I'm trying to help one of my coaches get on. She's having issues, so probably not the person to lead off. Have you heard of if someone clicks on it from their iPhone, it says they have the wrong browser?
The wrong browser?
Yeah, I've seen that before.
What do you do?
I think I normally just try it again.
Or if they're on Safari, we go through Google.
Well, you would be doing it from your Facebook app, right? If you're doing it from your phone.
Yeah. Well, can she screenshot you like the message? Because I've definitely seen that before, but I feel like if you press it, it literally will just take you into the Zoom. I don't know.
Well, that's what I thought. All right, I'm going to mute and try to help her.
Okay. So I'll tell you about week one. Week one, we're calling the basics, and this literally is just a super simple foundation. Everything that we're going to talk about the first 5 days is absolutely foundational to your business, and we're starting it that way because if you don't have the right foundation, it will feel more difficult and overwhelming to build from there. So this week we're going to have a lot of fun, and if you've been nervous about this training, you really don't have to be, because what we're doing is more focused on just you personally. So your personal workouts, your personal mindset, your personal goals, your personal social media account. So if you've been trepidatious about this because of connecting with other people or inviting or anything like that, you don't have to be nervous about that yet. And we're going to spend this week kind of just like sewing into you as an individual and who you're becoming as a coach. So for some of you who have been coaching a little bit longer, some of this might be repetitive. And for instance, I know Jennifer has already made her list. We're going to talk a little bit about list building later in the week, and hers is on this fancy Excel sheet. So when that day comes, she'll kind of be like a couple steps ahead. But for others, you'll see that the lessons should not take you more than 10 to 15 minutes a day. Like all of the videos for week one are less than 7 minutes long, so you're just going to watch a quick video and take action on the lesson there. With the exception of Thursday, if you're a planner, there is a really good training that we don't want you to miss, and that is 27 minutes long. So again, like that's the longest lesson of your week, but it's probably the most valuable. So if you're kind of wondering what am I getting into in terms of time commitment, it's not really a lot of like sit down time. It's more just you taking action on your personal goals. Danny, do you want to add anything to that? I know you've got Chloe.
Sorry, what? I missed it.
I just didn't know if you wanted to add anything about week one and personal goals.
Yeah, so basically our hope is to ease you into what it would look like if at the end of 30 days you decide to continue on with your business, of what it would look like for you to build this to something that could be financially viable for you. And so obviously each week your tasks are going to grow a little bit, but this first week, like she said, is just kind of the basics. And so you'll have a daily task, and then you'll have a once daily social media post that you have to do. And they're just really simple. They're just really simple posts to get you in the habit of posting at least once a day. So I'll be posting the calendar for tonight, but it's just really simple things. It's just super important to remember that your audience will want to join you based off of who you are, not what you're selling. And so this week, our hope is for you to help your followers, friends get to know you a little bit better. So the post will be really simple. If you need any clarification on any of the posts, don't hesitate to ask. That's what we're here for. There's no dumb questions. If you feel overwhelmed by anything, reach out to your coach that brought you in or post in the group, because if you feel like you're confused or overwhelmed, someone else probably is too, so it would benefit for everyone to hear the answer to whatever you're wondering. Yeah, so again, you shouldn't feel overwhelmed. We're hoping that everything is really just easing you in, but remember, something new always feels kind of challenging or overwhelming, so just the best thing that you can do is lean into the group and not shy away from what you're doing.
So we do have, like Danny said, we have two basically documents this week. One is a social media posting schedule. So like she said, you get one social media post a day. And what's cool is when we all started coaching a couple of years ago, you had to use social media like 3 posts a day. It was a lot. Like to be relevant on Facebook or Instagram, you had to be constantly posting. And now it's changed so much that just like one quality share showing who you are is all you need to do. So you'll see that Joy and Danny and I are all going to be posting along the exact same theme that you guys are. So like tomorrow's post is about being a product of the product and publicly committing to a workout program or talking about the fact that you've joined the Boss Babes training. So if you're curious, okay, what should that look like? You can go to Joy's page or my page or Danny's page, and you're going to see that each of us share about the same topic, but in a way that's unique to us. So really, don't overthink it. It's just you're talking about you and your life, and so we'll have that posting schedule up. So if you like to think ahead, you'll know, for instance, what you're going to share about on Thursday. And I like to think ahead because I might have like a great idea while I'm working with my kids. And if I can like jot it down and apply that to Thursday, it saves me a ton of time. The other thing that we have for you is a tracker. And I've built my entire business off a tracker and just putting a check in the box and knowing what I have to do. So this tracker is really simple. It's already there for you in the Files tab. I can show it to you really quick, but it's a few. You'll print it from the Files tab, and then if you got a coach kit from me, Jennifer and Catherine would already have one printed off. But this is what's on there. I'll just read it to you guys. So you have your own workout. That's easy. That's an easy check in the box. You have your own Shakeology or Performance Line product. That's easy. Put a check in the box. You have a quality social media post, just one. That's easy to put a check in that box because you already know what you're posting about. We've given you a theme. When you see stories on there, we really want you to try and get in the habit of using your Instagram or your Facebook stories. And later on, we'll kind of talk about more about what can go where. But personally, I like to put like a quality post up on my page just for the day, and then I use my story to show like a quick clip of my workout for the day. Or, today I talked about mixing my Energize and LaCroix to take to the pool. Like my story's kind of where I use 5 to 10 small clips of your life during the day. Personal development. We've uploaded The Compound Effect, which is the same book that we all started our businesses with. If we didn't want you to have to buy something, so there is an e-copy of it, an electronic copy. Just read 10 minutes a day. And if you are like an audio learner, you can definitely get the book on iTunes or Audible, but that's a short read. It's a pretty short read, and it's a foundational book just for like life in general. It doesn't all apply back to Beachbody specifically. You'll also see happy birthday messages on there this week, and that's really easy because Facebook tells you whose birthday it is, and we want you to kind of get in the habit of reaching out to people. So even if you haven't talked to them in a couple years or you don't know them super well, if you see it's someone's birthday, just take the time to say, hey Joyce, how was your birthday? I hope you have like some great stuff planned and that you feel loved and spoiled all day long, period. Like that's end of story. So those are really easy things. You guys think it's pretty easy to say happy birthday and do your own workout this week? Cool. Yeah. If you can, so you can check all those boxes Monday through Friday, and you're golden for week 1. That's the basics. In week 2, we're going to talk a little bit more about, was it the build or the business, Joy?
The business.
Business. So week 2, we're talking more about the business, and Danny's got all of those lessons lined up. So then we're going to be adding a little bit more on. You're going to continue doing the same vitals that you've been doing in week 1, and then we're going to add just like one more thing on. So we're kind of like slowly building you up to building a successful coaching business, and then we're going to tie it all together in week 4. Did I miss anything, Joy?
I add a question on at the end of a happy birthday message because oftentimes that sparks a conversation a lot more. So I don't just leave it as, hey, have a great birthday, because people will see that and be like, cool. I usually end it with, do you have any special plans?
How are
Like
you celebrating?
anything fun to celebrate the day? And that will get a response better with a question. So,
Yeah,
but
and if you've had a birthday on Facebook, you know how many people post on your wall, and then it gets buried, and you can't even see everyone's comment. So it's really good to be the person who puts the message into someone's inbox, because then you know that they see it, and it's kind of that like extra step towards, I'm thinking about you on your birthday. So this is going to be very simple. We're going to guide you through every single day. And we really do want you to commit to all 4 weeks. I know that life can start to feel, sometimes life just gets busy for all of us, but if you make this a priority and you treat this like a priority, your business will start to pay you like you've made it a priority. Whereas if you just say, okay, I'm kind of one toe in, one toe out, you're not giving yourself a proper shot. So you all decided to do the Boss Babes to see if this could work for you. And if you're not really committed to this training, then you're not giving yourself a chance to truly see if this works. So it's not hard, but just be committed and consistent every day with your tracker and with the lessons. I'm not sure.
I just wanted to add, and just remember at the end of the day, however you interpret the lesson, that's your style. That's how it's going to be. Like for me, like my birthday messages, I send everyone my Bitmoji saying happy birthday because that's my style. And I think it's funny. And I think my Bitmoji is like the cutest thing in the world. So I send everyone that and, wish them a happy birthday. And I get a ton of response, like, thank you. And then that's when I'll be like, did you do anything special or are you doing anything special type of thing? So like for me, that's my style. And then I know other people send this like super deep, well thought out, like you're another year older, but like that's not me. And I would think it was weird if I got that. So like the Bitmoji, like I like to do that. So just remember everything's open to your interpretation. It's your business. You run it how you see fit.
yeah, it's not about doing any of this perfectly at all. And we all do it differently, and that's great. So it should be different. You don't want to be a carbon copy. If it feels better to you to send them a little voice message or video message, like however is you. So, and then did we want to take some time to do introductions, or do we want to talk about week 3 with the team, or what?
Let's do introductions. We can talk about week 3
All right.
on a Saturday.
Perfect. Do you want to start? We'll lead by example.
Yeah, why don't you go first? You're at the top of my screen.
Oh,
I think we
okay.
want you guys, like why you ultimately said yes, just quickly, what you're excited about and what has you the most scared. I think that would be cool to hear. So Joy,
All right. I'm Joy. I've been coaching for almost 2.5 years now. I live in Denver, Colorado. And am I supposed to say why I'm scared?
Well, you're not scared.
What I was most scared about?
Scared of, yeah.
When I first signed up, I was really worried that I wouldn't make my investment back and that I would fail at this business because I saw so many people attempt businesses like this and not be successful. And I didn't know why. I didn't know why some people were really successful, but most people weren't. And so I was nervous about that. And now that I'm 2.5 years in, I realize it's not because there's anything special or hidden or lucky about it. It's because most people who are introduced to this business won't do the work that it requires. They won't treat it like a legit business. They won't be a CEO. They won't make sure they set aside time for it every day. And that's literally the only difference is the people who are successful actually act like it's a really expensive, nice business, and they treat it that way with that kind of respect. And people who don't make it. So that was probably my biggest fear. So I'm excited for all of you guys to get going and to realize what you can do and who you can become with this.
Yeah. So I'm actually this month, August, was my 6-year anniversary as a coach. We now live in Arizona. We just moved here, and I was scared. So I went to a private college, and I had a lot of friends that I stayed in touch with after. Only I ran off and got married. So I think I was scared because I had seen a lot of my friends go on to get really fancy jobs, and I was thinking that they would somehow judge me that I chose this because I didn't have another option, which wasn't true. I chose it because I loved it, but I felt like I had to prove to kind of my friends in the corporate world that this was legit. And so there was that kind of it was the fear of what other people think, which is, I think, holds most people back in the beginning. I was afraid of what other people would think. And now I'm so glad that I pushed past that because I do not want a job doing anything else ever again. So that's me. Oh, and I'm excited for all of you for the same reason. I was just, it's funny when people think that they didn't get in soon enough or this market is too saturated, because forever and always there will be people who need to lose weight. And forever and always eating right and working out is going to be the only way to do that long term. So I see just this enormous potential for everyone who steps into this business, especially now. All right, Danny.
Hi, I'm Danny. I live in Portland, Oregon, and this is my 3rd year coaching. I think my biggest fear when I signed up was being that girl on social media, because when I first signed up, It Works was huge, and they were so fucking annoying and just in your face with products. And I'm I fucking get it. I don't want your stuff. And I just don't like people like that. And now it's the opposite, where no one will even tell you what they're selling. If you watched my Instagram stories yesterday, I had a little rant about that. But I didn't want to be that girl. But it's funny because most people who sign up will say, I don't want to be salesy. And my advice to you is then don't. So if you don't want to be salesy, don't post prices, don't post stock photos, just share about what's actually working for you and share your heart, and you'll never be salesy. But so I got over that. It took me about 2 weeks to get over it. And then I started making money, and I was like, holy shit, this is my ticket to promised land. Because at that time I was a bar manager and away from my husband every single night. And I did not want that life. And I knew one day that I wanted to have a baby, and I refused to be the pregnant bartender like so many women before me. And I was not going to do that. And then fortunately, at the time, unfortunately, but fortunately, a year into coaching, I got fired from my job. So 7 years of dedicating my life to a company just to be fired in a 2-minute phone call. But thank the Lord that I said yes to Beachbody a year earlier, because I didn't have to go back to bartending because of the income. And now I get to be home every single day with Chloe, the little rambunctious lady you saw earlier. So I'm just really excited for those of you who are ready to seriously just change your freaking life in ways that you don't even know that you need to, but it'll just be a effect of this business. And I'm just so excited for you.
Okay, I think all of our screens look different. So Lexa, you're next on my rotation. So Lexa, you go next.
All right, so my name is Lexa. Are we saying why we're excited and then our fear? So I'm excited just to be able to help people out, because that's my biggest thing I love to do. I just like to help people. And I've already been able to post some things and get a couple of people's attentions and some of my friends' attention on it, and been able to start the process of just helping them to get healthier. I'd say my biggest fear, I don't have a huge fear, I guess. I'm just, I wouldn't say like being the super salesy person, but just not being able to reach out to new people, I guess, if that makes sense. Not having like the followers or enough people looking so I can reach out to them.
That makes sense. Although I had like less than 200 friends on Facebook when I started, so we're gonna teach you how to change your mindset about that. Don't worry, it doesn't have to be a fear. Thank you. Okay, and remind everyone where you're from. You're from Oregon, right?
Oregon, yeah, Gresham.
Good. I know some people join late. All right, Jen, you're up next. Let's see, I might have to unmute you. Or can you unmute your line?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. Sorry, I had you on mute on both things. I have 2 barking dogs, so I didn't want them to go off. I'm Jen. I'm from a small town outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Why did I say yes to Beachbody? Well, number one, I've always loved health and fitness. I actually used to work in a gym for years going through college. So I love fitness and I like to help people. I want people to be healthy and excited about it. So I guess that's another thing why I'm excited, just to be able to help people get healthy. And what am I scared about? Well, exactly kind of what Danny and Joy said in the beginning. One is not making an investment. And 2 is basically like, I don't want to be that girl who's constantly like posting and trying to sell, and people are annoyed because like Danny said, we've all seen that and it's kind of frustrating. So I know, Ashley, when you and I talked on the phone, that was one thing that, you know, you really impressed upon me, that it wasn't like that. And looking at your feed and some other people just in the exploration of wanting to do this, I noticed that that's something that isn't like the Rodan and Fields of the world, or like the It Works of the world, or even the like the Plexus people who are constantly like, do you want to buy this? You should try this. And they're constantly IMing me and like product. And it's really frustrating. So I really like the philosophy behind Beachbody. And that's kind of why I'm here. So that's it.
I think that's good. And I think when you have something that works, you don't have to be that person on social media. You just get to walk the walk, and then people are attracted to that. So that's really cool. I'm going to have Jure go next. I hope I didn't botch your name, but I know you can't stay for the whole call, so I'm going to jump down to you.
Okay. Hi. No, you said my name right. Thanks.
Okay.
So I'm from Colorado, and to be honest, I have no idea why I'm doing this. I had started working, I've done Beachbody for years and I love it. And I was trying to get motivated to work out again, and I went and stalked Joy's page because she inspires me. I'm like, well, yeah, sweet. I want to do what you're doing, Joy. I'm in. So here I am, and the truth is I'm having a blast. Like I'm following the posts, I'm doing the readings. Like I have not felt more energized and excited about something in a really long time. So I'm terrified. Like I've already wanted to quit 5 times because I'm afraid of what people think of me. I'm afraid of judgment. I'm afraid of, I think what Joy said about, okay, know that people can be successful, but a ton aren't. Like, you know, so this is a personal growth thing for me too, like that commitment, the consistency, the follow through, saying I decided to do this, I'm doing this. So I'm loving it, I'm growing, and I'm already planning what I'm going to do with all the money I'm going to make. So that's it.
No, that's great. And that's actually a conversation Jennifer and I had on our call, and Joy and I were talking about the other day too, because there are people who say, I mean, the percentage of people who earn an income at this compared to those who don't is kind of like there's a disparity there. But I would also argue the percentage of people who take this seriously like a business compared to the percentage of don't is directly correlated with how much income you'll make. So the reason that we're all here is because we treated it in a way that other people won't. So you're going to do the same thing. I can't wait to watch you spend your money.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Missy.
Hi, guys. My name's Missy Barbosa. I am currently living in Dallas, Texas, originally from Colorado. And the thing that I'm most excited about is pretty much having a community and being able to grow myself and build my confidence back up from where I was before I had my kid. And then hopefully get back on track to my fitness and health and being able to help people in their journeys as well, and then grow with everyone here too for the new coaches. And then the thing that I'm the most scared about, which I talked to Danny, is I'm very timid and shy. And so opening up on social media about my life and who I am is very intimidating and scary, because there's always those trolls out there that want to bring you down. So just having to make sure I don't let those people get to me, and I am confident in myself and open up about it in my life and everything like that is just the parts that scare me. But I'm excited for this journey and watched Danny for 3 years and built herself up, and now I'm ready to jump on board.
I think you're super spunky. Yeah, like Joy said, you don't seem timid. And the other thing to keep in mind is this is a really great business for introverts, because introverts still crave connection, and so a lot of them do it through social media. So for you to share that, it becomes relatable to other people who do feel shy, but they want to connect. So that's like, you can always use what you feel like is your weakness as a strength. So I think you're going to be fine. Catherine, you're next. Catherine from New Jersey. What made you say yes, and what are you scared about and excited?
So I have been hi, I'm Catherine. I'm from New Jersey. I've been wanting to get into shape for a while, and I had been following a bunch of fitness gurus on Instagram, and Ashley had a challenge that I was interested in, and I eventually just said no to the challenge because I was freshly postpartum, like, I don't know, a month, maybe 3-4 weeks. It was way too soon. So I postponed it, and Ashley just kept in contact with me, and she wasn't pushy. That's what attracted me to it. Still provided the sustenance of Beachbody without the push. And that's what actually my husband is totally against MLM or network marketing. I don't like it myself. So I'm excited to do this a great way, the way that Ashley shared it with me. And what I'm excited about is encouraging others to work out is actually what drives me. So to see other people's successes is actually what makes me feel more successful. And I look forward to getting more results, because when other people are more successful, it pushes me up higher, I want to lose weight. So basically that's it. I'm scared about drawing people in, because I don't want to be the salesy person. I know I can do it, but I want to do it in the right way. So
I think that's been the common theme. That's where we're gonna teach you guys how to do it the right way. But I'm glad you're here, and I think we're kind of all excited to prove maybe your husband wrong, and maybe you a little bit too in a way. But he said yes, go for it right away. So he's not letting you. He gave you the green light faster than I've seen most husbands. So that's also exciting. Ashley from Texas, another Texas lady. Go ahead. Oh wait, you have to unmute yourself. Hold on, I can unmute you. I'll unmute you, and then you have to unmute yourself. There you go.
I forgot. Okay. Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm from a small town in Texas. I'm probably like an hour northwest of Houston, but Texas is really big, so there's a whole bunch around me other than Houston. But I just signed up to be a coach within the last month. And the reason I joined was because I became kind of internet besties with Danny a while ago. And the same thing kind of happened where she never really pressured me, but just kind of followed me along in my fitness journey and in my personal life, and never really pressured me. But I watched her all the way through her pregnancy, and then after her pregnancy and getting back to where she is now. And I finally was like, no, I want that. So I was at a gym, and I left my gym and joined Beachbody. I did 21 Day Fix for a little while, and then I finished up 80 Day Obsession like a month or so ago. And when I finished up 80 Day, I talked to Danny and was like, okay, let me finish 80 Day, but I think I want to start coaching after I finish that. So that's why I decided to coach, and I'm really excited about this group, the boot camp, because I was like, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. I'm an attorney, I have a full-time job, so I was like, I don't know how to even kind of start doing something like this. So I'm really excited about that, and I'm excited to try and help other people too. My mom has been working out with me, and that was really important to me, that she keeps her health. Her cardiac health was important to me, so that's exciting to help her with that. And the thing that I am scared of is kind of on the same theme. I don't want to be that girl. Those people annoy the hell out of me on Facebook and other social media, so I don't want to be that girl. And also, being from a small town, and my family has been here forever, everybody knows who I am, and it's like, I don't know, that adds to the not wanting to be that girl thing to me, so I want to make sure I do it the right way. But other than that, I'm really excited to do it, and I'm excited and thankful for y'all's help in this boot camp. So that's it.
Awesome. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have "Don't Be That Girl" or hashtag for this training, like after everything. No. Alicia, let's hear from you. I'm excited to hear from you. Where are you from? What made you say yes, and what are you nervous about?
I'm from Wisconsin, so it's been hard to work out in the winter. Like, we like being outside and everything, but we get stuck inside a lot and everything. I have 7 kids, and we homeschool, and we are busy on the go constantly, but just sort of our life has kind of taken a direction that I'm probably going to be the sole income provider for 10 people. My mother-in-law lives with us, so I started about 7 weeks ago. I started a biblical life coaching course so that I can be a coach that way. And my husband and I used to, before our twins were born, who are 4, we used to go to the gym 4 or 5 times a week and get, we were fit and everything. Well, twins sort of throws you under the bus for that. You can't go anywhere for a year. So, I just want to get back into shape and everything. And I don't know, I was following Joy, and, I don't know, she was very inspirational, and I connected a lot with her story. And so that's kind of, I thought that would be a nice complement with coaching with Beachbody and everything, and just kind of the whole wellness of people and helping people that way. So probably the thing I'm scared about, time. Our life is super busy. So that's kind of, I was putting kids to bed. That's why I was on a few minutes later. But, just wanting to set aside time every day, and, I'm all in. I just want, just prioritizing everything so that kids aren't going lacking, and all of my other responsibilities too.
Awesome. We have a lot of women with very similar stories. You'll hear from Ashley at the bottom in a minute, but she's also now her family's sole provider too. So it's cool to hear where everyone's from and what you're doing. And we have several homeschool moms on the team, so you're not alone in that department either. Okay, Katie, where are you from? Katie, I can't see your last name. Okay, Katie.
I'm also from the Portland, Oregon area, and I'm actually a little different. I'm not a brand new coach. I've basically taken a break from coaching. I was working 2 jobs, although the last day of the second job is this week, so back down to kind of a normal life. So what I'm excited about is, since I have done this previously, I know kind of the confidence that I got from doing it, and I know kind of all the things that I got out of it that didn't even have anything to do with building a business, but overall it still definitely positively impacted my life. And I'm just definitely in a hand on everything I've done before, and kind of really see where I can go now. I'm not so much scared, just because I did it, for a while. So I definitely kind of, have kind of a realistic expectation of what I've been doing. I think it's mostly just because I have gotten into this before, and then because I had to work 2 jobs and I had so much going on, I had to take a break. There's just that lingering little bit of doubt in me that's like, you're really going to do it this time. But I know I'm in such, I've literally been, my sister got married yesterday, and so I've literally been waiting till it was over to be able to get back on track, because I've had things every day for weeks. So I've been literally waiting until this week. And so I definitely know I'm ready. But there's just, always a little bit lingering of doubt. So I'm excited to really get back in it so I can kind of squash that right out the gate.
Awesome. I think everybody has that lingering doubt, and that's completely normal. So I'm glad you're doing it again and going for it. I think that's awesome.
Thank you.
I was just putting it in the chat. I was going to say, on that note, even if I never made any money at all, I think a lot of us would say just the person I became because of this was worth it, 100%. Hannah, where are you from? And tell us about what you're looking forward to.
Hi, I'm from Denver, and I'm Hannah Campbell. I'm from Denver. I am most excited about just gaining confidence and the mental and physical health part of it that comes out with working out normally and eating right and stuff like that. I don't actually know why I signed up. I hate network marketing, anything, pyramid scheme, whatever they call it. I'm not a fan of it, and I definitely have never wanted to be ever in a business like that. But I've actually followed Joy for years now, and on Instagram, and she won me over with her story of just I've kind of watched her we come from very similar backgrounds, and I've watched her become super confident, and just her journey has won me over. So I guess I'm scared that I'll be the pushy girl, and that I'll seem less genuine to my friends, because they'll think I want to sell them or something. But yeah, I guess that's what I'm scared about. I'm super excited.
I think you need to do a post about how you're such not a fan of network marketing businesses and pyramid schemes and all of that. I totally see that as a post coming out of you someday and being and here's why.
Here's why. Yep, exactly.
Well, and I mean, doing this for 6 years now, I didn't study it just because I'm a coach, but I've studied network marketing, I guess, because of coaching. So I get why people say they don't want to be that girl in pyramid schemes. There's a million reasons it has a bad rep. But if you actually study what network marketing is and the compensation plan, it's the most brilliant business you can step into, especially having to get a loan from the bank or hire employees. As far as owning a business, especially a female entrepreneur, it's brilliant. So I give it a lot of prove you're wrong, because I know that's how people feel, but a lot of those misconceptions are rooted in what people thought of network marketing 20 years ago, and it's totally different today. So it's
and there's people who give everything a bad rap. There are people who give being married a bad rap. There's people who give being parents a bad rap. There's people who give everything a bad rap.
Yeah. Okay, Sasha, let's hear from you. Where are you from, and what are you excited about? Or being a car salesman? Yes, but everyone still needs to drive a car.
Or a lawyer. Yeah. Start with the lawyer jokes.
Sorry, Sasha. I think I muted you after you unmuted yourself. I think we both hit unmute at the same time. So I'm not going to touch any button. I'm just going to let you do it.
Okay. My turn? Am I on the big screen? Okay. So I'm excited because I've followed Joy for not a very long time now, but long enough to just see how well she's done with this, how happy she is. She's so upbeat. I told her she lives up to her name. She's a total joy. I love all her posts. She hit me up, and I kind of just was she's trying to get me into something. I don't really have time for this. But then she wasn't really like that. She was a friend. like genuinely seemed like she was trying to be my friend, checking in on me. And I thought, wow, she has time to do that. She has time for all these workouts. She's at home with her kids. Like, she's really got this life that I want to work for. And I want to be able to travel with my kids, help my husband financially, because I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have been for almost a year now. And so I'm excited about hopefully getting a good income. But that's where I'm scared, is because I'm not a real outgoing person on the internet. Like, I'm not shy, but it is hard for me to make those connections with people and come across genuine. I really want to come across genuine. So I don't want to be that girl, of course, like everyone else. I just want to, it's kind of changed why I want to do this once I started, because now I'm like, wow, I'm a part of this group of girls that also care about the same things. And, love of God, love of life, love of health. And I love being a part of that. So I'm just really excited.
Yes.
Oh, and I'm from Colorado too.
Yep. I'm finally getting a Colorado crew together. I'm excited. You guys will talk about the genuine thing, because that's why we were telling you to do what is you. Because if you're sending a message that doesn't feel like you or whatever, you won't feel genuine, and then people won't hear it as genuine. And so that's why we're telling you, don't try to be cookie cutter. Don't try to think you have to do it perfectly. Do whatever feels best to you, and you'll know in your gut. Just know the difference between stepping outside your comfort zone versus what's not you, because it will take you outside your comfort zone.
And it's okay. Alienate's the wrong word, but a lot of you have shared you were attracted to Joy because of her story. Her story resonates with you, but it doesn't resonate with everyone.
That's right.
It's okay to make sure that that's the reason that you're genuine, is because you want to connect with the people who connect with you. If I talked on my story the way Danny talks on hers, people would just know that's not me. They would be like, okay, what the hell is Ashley doing? That's not her. So Danny attracts a tribe that's a little bit different than mine, and that's why it's really important that you lead with your honest self. Otherwise, you're not going to attract people like you. And being genuine is kind of how you separate. You almost want to separate people in a way to figure out, okay, who thinks like me, who talks like me, who do I vibe with, versus who's just like following to follow. So don't be afraid of putting it all out there. If you swear, swear. If you don't. Jennifer worried about being too crass on her social media. It's like, if that's you, that's you. So, okay, moving on from that, because we will go into that later. I want to hear from Ashley, and then Ash, why don't you introduce Diana, if you can. Ashley's our other Texas Ashley. All right, go ahead. Oh, no, I can't hear you.
Okay, now can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so yeah, I'm Ashley, and I hate these headphones. I'm Ashley Cook from Saratoga, Texas, and I recently started coaching, I guess a little bit less than a month ago. And I guess I don't know. My fear was failing as well. I didn't have, because of my circumstances at the time, we were kind of thrown into a crazy tragic thing, and so I had no time, and I did not have the money to waste, neither one of those things. And so well, of course that was my fear, was failing, but I'm really excited about it. It's been a good month so far. I pray that it continues. I'll continue to work hard, and but anyway, but yeah, and being real is definitely one of the things that's worked best, because people know who I am. People, like, I'm not some crazy popular person, but I mean, people in our small community know who I am, know how I am, know how I work. And if I started doing something else or saying something else on social media that didn't sound like me before, then they'd be questioning me too. So yeah, that really makes sense. and it kind of hit home. But Diana, I think, is on the call. Is that right? And hey, Ashley Falco, which small town I didn't get to hear? And which part of the big state of Texas?
I'm near College Station.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Okay. We're in Southeast Texas by Beaumont, Houston.
Okay. Well, for everyone wondering, we're like a couple hours away from each other.
I'm not able to hear anymore. Gosh. Anyway, if y'all can hear me, Diana is one of my new coaches. She also is from Saratoga, Texas, and she just signed up to coach last week, so I'm really excited about it. She's actually the one that turned me on to Beachbody and the workouts and all that kind of stuff, so it's been really cool.
Awesome. Yeah, I know Diana keeps coming in and out, so we'll make sure she has the recording. But thank you for introducing her. Okay, it was great to hear from you guys. I know Joy had some closing thoughts. Danny, I don't know if you have some closing thoughts. I'm going to mute my line because I feel like I've been moderating and hogging the conversation.
Were we going to suggest buddying up? Like finding a buddy? Or no? All right. Well, I was going to tell y'all to buddy up, to have a friend in this, because it can make a big difference to have someone that you're learning and growing together. So that's what this group is for, so that you guys all are together. You're all new together. You're all learning together. You all have questions. And sometimes it's just really nice to have someone else where you could say, I'm totally having a brain fart and I can't think of what to post today. Like, what are you doing for your post? Or something like that. So I would encourage y'all to get to know each other and maybe exchange a phone number. Like, just pick someone. Hey, I resonated with you on the call. What's your phone number? You want to be my buddy? Like, that's how simple it is. That's honestly how Ashley and I met, was pretty much doing the same thing. So I would pick a buddy and buddy up, but that's me. Danny.
Yeah. Honestly, the more engaged you are, the more successful you're going to be. So if you don't check the page for a couple days, you can't really wonder why you're not feeling connected, why you're not feeling it. Check the page each day, get your assignment done, when you can, and check in when there's a check-in. And like she said, find someone and become friends with them. Like, that's whether you're a coach or whether you're a challenger, which as coaches, we're just glorified challengers. We just actually get paid for doing the same thing that challengers do. But those are the people who have the most success. If you check in every single day in your challenge group, if you're commenting on others' posts and things like that, you will find yourself having more fun and creating more happiness. And if you can do that and get paid for it, holy heck, you just landed a dream job. So just really engage in the group. And if you have questions, ask questions. There's no dumb question. And when you're asking questions, we know it's because you're working and you're wanting to do well. If you're staying dead silent, it's probably because you're slowly backing yourself away. So ask questions if you have questions. I know as a new coach, I had 10 million questions. So if you have a question, have a question.
Well, and you guys who are buddying up, you could even, I wouldn't do more than groups of 3, but you could put yourselves in like a Facebook thread of no more than 3 people and just kind of make sure, hey, did you get your lessons done today? What did you think of that call or whatever? Yes, that's a brilliant idea. Joy has forced me to be a good coach in seasons of my life I didn't want to be, and I think vice versa. We've been like, okay, girl, get your crap done. So,
if you need a place to connect, use the thread we started for all of you guys that you're in, or use the page, the Boss Babes page. But it looks like Missy wants to buddy up with Hannah already, which I think is awesome. Way to lead out.
Yeah. So,
all right, does anybody have any questions while we end? All right. We'll see you guys Tuesday night for our first check-in.
Oh, we got to get a boomerang. Don't go anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, just for a second. I only have 1%. So, okay.
I'll do it.
Why don't you guys, that'll be a lame boomerang, but just wave, okay? All right. Okay, just start waving. Just wave and smile.
So cute. Okay. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.